Hello Taurus, welcome to your first reading in the twin flame relationship balancing workshop, and we're going to start with the vernal equinox reading for you. And so this is for your rising sign. So if your rising sign is in Taurus, this reading is for you. So if your rising is in Taurus, that means the equinox, it's going to be hitting your 12th house. So let's mark your rising right here. And so if there are things, if you want to work on balancing, because you need to release stuff, because you find that your twin flame relationship is becoming problematic. Wow, how interesting is this? If you are working on balancing because you want to release, you have the equinox affecting your 12th house. Your 12th house is the house of the subconscious and the unconscious, is what's in your psyche that you're not aware of but is affecting your everyday life. Is the house of hidden things. Also, people call it the house of hidden enemies, but then again, what are your hidden enemies? It could be your own fears that prevent you from moving forward. It could be your own doubts, your self-doubts, your limiting beliefs, the stuff that you are not, the stuff that, the negative thoughts that you are letting control the destiny and the direction of your own life. And so, having the equinox in your 12th house, that energy affecting you in your 12th house. Looking at the cards that came up with you, for you, it is a time for you to start, if you want to release all the negative energy that is surrounding your relationship with your twin flame, given that you actually find yourself in a relationship with the twin flame, because you already found your twin flame. You have to learn how to take risks and allow yourself to believe in your twin flame so that you can work together, so that there are things that both of you are going to have to do in order to balance things. Maybe he doesn't know it or she doesn't know it, but you being the first one to take the first steps to start channeling that Aryan energy, that Mars energy, into implementing change, by taking the first step, by going ahead, even if you're not sure about what it is that you're doing. They are going to follow suit, and they are going to reflect that back to you. If you are in a true soulmate relationship and you are 100% sure that the other person is your soulmate, they are going to reciprocate, and you are going to start seeing that they will be moving into that direction as well. But you have to work on this energy yourself. And so, even if you are unsure in your head about how to proceed, or about your own sense of security within this relationship, you are going to have to simply let go. Close your eyes and trust that it's going to work out, and have blind faith in it working out. And not just having blind faith, you are going to have to release all of those doubts. You are going to have to release all of those fears. So only you know what those fears are. So now that you are in this moment where the universe is giving you this energy that you can use to start working on releasing those fears, I want you to go in the description box of this video. I want you to click on the link and download the worksheet, and I want you to write on your first week what, in order for you to release the things that are preventing you from having a harmonious relationship with your twin flame. I want you to find out, maybe the keyword that you might want to use are doubt, self-doubt, fear, and distrust. Maybe distrust in your own self. I want you to write those keywords, and I want you to think about what they mean to you, and allow your intuition to give you the answer. Allow your intuition to roam in that entire week and observe how your psyche reacts to certain things that have to do with your twin flame, or to your own thoughts and beliefs about love, or about what a relationship should be. And if you realize that the things that you have in your mind about how a relationship is supposed to function, if those things don't match up with a reality, then what are the disparities? What are the things that are preventing your actual relationship with your twin flame to manifest in the way that you think it should be working? And once you find that within you, once you find what is it, what part of it it's your responsibility, what part of it is it that you can manage yourself, that you can change yourself, that you can work on yourself independent on your twin flame, you start working on that. But you first have to figure that one out. Once you have that figured out, write it down and observe it for however long you think is necessary, for as long as you're working with the Aries energy at the beginning of the zodiac wheel. And so that is what you're going to be doing if you're trying to release certain negative aspects that are preventing you from having harmony in your twin flame relationship. So you're going to be working on the unconscious part. But let's say that you're trying to manifest a twin flame relationship because you are super single, or you're single, you were into a relationship and you thought it was going to be it, but it's not, or you find yourself right now in the middle of a relationship that you know in your heart of hearts that it's not for you. You're with this person because of circumstances, because you don't want to be alone, or because you wanted to try and see if it worked out and it's not working out. Okay, that's fine. At this point, we're going to be looking at your 7th house, and you have Scorpio in your 7th house. Naturally, if you're Taurus, if your rising sign is Taurus. So, being that you have the Equinox on your 12th house, still working with your subconscious will apply. You are going to have to allow the universe to guide you to where you need to go, and you have to let go of this idea of controlling or steering the wheel into whatever way you want it to go, and you are just going to have to learn how to let go. So, funnily enough, Taurus, you show up in your own reading because this is very much you. Being that Scorpio is your opposite sign, in order for you to attract this twin flame relationship, you are going to have to become more yourself and find your center in order to bring more of that balance that will attract that twin flame towards you. Definitely, you will be manifesting this twin flame relationship because here is the soulmate card. And although we are aware of the fact that soulmate relationships are not the same as twin flame relationships, this is someone that you have a very spiritual connection with, and so it will be manifesting in your twin flame relationship. You will be, once you start working with yourself, once you start working in being more yourself and being more grounded, because that is one thing that Taurian energy has, is that groundedness, is that solidity. You have to become more solid, and you might have to maybe get out of the ether and work on being more tangible, because the fact that the equinox is affecting your subconscious, the realm of the hidden in your chart, tells me that maybe there are some aspects of being in la la land, or being too much projected into what's not really here in the 3D. Maybe that is preventing you. Maybe you are living you're living too much in the world of dreams. You are dreaming too much of what this person might be, rather than allowing yourself to let go and accept them as they come, because they are what they are, and they are very much a reflection of you. They might have a lot of Cancerian energy, sorry, not Cancerian, a lot of Scorpion energy. Watch out for that. They might be a Cancer, but in order for you to manifest, you are going to have to really go deep into that Taurus energy, and you're going to have to find a way to initiate, even though Taurus is more of a fixed sign, and it has a hard time initiating. You are going to have to channel the inner Aries in you and move forward and start initiating change within your psyche to allow you to manifest that twin flame. Now, only you know what it is within your mind that you need to start manifesting, or that you need to start changing in order to manifest that twin flame. But definitely a hint in here is, if you have any traits of possessiveness, find a way to let them go and concentrate on beautiful things. Concentrate on admiring and finding beauty on things, finding pleasure on things, finding it on everyday life. So take the first step into changing the way in which you see the world around you, and that twin flame relationship will start manifesting. You have the gift of luxury, you have the gift of sensual pleasures, you have the gift of all these hedonistic things that humans like, because that's the essence of Taurus. But because you are working with this Aries energy, you might have to become a little bit more impulsive in the way in which you project yourself into the world. You might have to become a little bit more energetic. You might have to become a little bit more pursuant. You might need to become a little bit more aggressive. And so you need to find a way to channel that energy, that Mars impulse, with your earthly disposition, with your pleasant mannerism, and the way in which you like to stop and smell the roses. You can stop and smell the roses and still be challenging the world around you. Although that might sound like a dichotomy or a juxtaposition, it really is something that if you project this energy, if you sit down and you start thinking about how to get that to manifest into your life, if you work on that within this window of time in the zodiac wheel where you have Aries filling you up with this energy on your 12th house, your subconscious is going to give you the answer. You're not going to have to dwell too much on it. Just allow yourself the time to let the universe work through your subconscious, through your intuition. Let it marinate. Think about these things and let them really sink in. Hold them for a minute, think about it, and then let go. And then every week come back to it. And every week when you sit down and you think about it, jot down whatever the first thing is that comes into your mind, and then try to implement that and see how that goes. So don't forget to to download and print the worksheets and use them to help you keep track of your progress with that. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you find any value on this reading, please consider subscribing. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much for being part of this little tribe we have going on here at Lovers Insights. If you think someone else might benefit from this reading, please don't forget to share. Also, give me your thoughts on this. If you already did this, or if any of the things that I just said rings a bell in your head, please comment below and let me know. What do you think about allowing your subconscious to find the answer as to what it is that you need to do in order to manifest your twin flame relationship? Or if you already are in a twin flame relationship, what are the things that you can perceive plainly that are preventing you preventing you from having a harmonious relationship with that person? Please comment below. These conversations that I have with you guys are really insightful, and they help me manifest more things and help me create more useful readings and more workshops for you guys to enjoy and for you guys to use. This channel is here for you. If it weren't because of you, it would be just a boring woman talking to a camera in Miami. Really, nothing spectacular about that. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next month when the sun is going to go into your energy, Taurus, and then we're going to be able to see how we progress with this energy. Okay?